Hey guys, good morning. So I wanted to do a video to give you guys an update on what we've done so far with our kitchen remodel. I had done a video, I think at the beginning of quarantine, talking about us trying to renovate our kitchen. And so I kind of wanted to go through what we've done so far and give you guys an update on what we still have left to do. So this is our kitchen. It's not a very big kitchen, but I feel like when this kitchen was built, they really missed out on a lot of opportunity to make it more functional because we only really have two lower cabinets and like four upper cabinets. And so there was a lot of unused space that they could have utilized for more storage. So I'm going to go through everything that we have planned for the kitchen and show you guys what we've done so far. So basically, the main part of the kitchen has remained the exact same. We haven't touched it yet. So the plan is to basically rip out everything, all the cabinets, the countertops. The layout will remain the same, like this L shape that you see will stay the same, but we plan to get new countertops. We're going to get new bar stools for the breakfast bar, and we're going to get brand new cabinets. So the countertops, I've been doing some research. It's not that I hate the color of this countertop. I just don't like the tile work. It wasn't done very well, and it's really hard to get in between the grout to clean it. And after 14 years, I think it's time for a change. I really dislike the backsplash. It doesn't even like go all the way up to the cabinets, and I don't like this pattern. But anyway, I looked at a couple of different options. We're not sure what we're going to do as far as countertops. I've looked at quartz, I've looked at granite, and I've looked at porcelain tile. So pretty much whatever is the most durable, because they're all really good options. But we also have to look at what is going to be most affordable. Because when we started the kitchen remodel, we kind of didn't have a budget. So now everything is kind of on pause right now until we can figure out a budget and kind of iron out everything that we need to do financially. So we're trying to make smart decisions, and hopefully pretty soon, excuse me, in the next few months, we can start back up with the kitchen renovation and get what we need to get done. But we do need to nail down a set budget so we know how much money we need to save, because we need to know how much money we're going to have to spend. So I talked about adding more cabinet space so that we could have more storage, because as it stands now, this kitchen is seriously lacking in storage. We're going to remove two of these windows, and we're going to put cabinets on either side of that, and we're going to also tile inside the windowsill, because I clean that area and it doesn't, it's not nice. It's really difficult. And so I can't wait to have that piece tiled. And then of course this will just be backsplash and cabinets. So as far as cabinets down on the lower half of the kitchen, this area right here, obviously we're going to put in some cabinets for more storage space. Right now, this is just an open area, which has served us well over the years. I've been very creative in trying to figure out ways to make this area work. Right now, this is where I have my food storage and like extra pantry items. Because like I mentioned, the kitchen's pretty small, so I have to be very creative with that. So we have a couple of food storage items in here and some pantry items, but eventually this will all be cabinet space. Now what we plan to do, and this is going to be something that is pretty big, we're going to actually switch the sink and the stove. They're going to switch places. So the sink, I've never liked the sink on that back wall. We're going to completely switch out the sink. I hate my sink. I don't like that setup. So I'm going to get a new sink, new faucet. We're going to switch the sink and we're going to put it over here in front of this window. And then we're going to put the stove where the sink is on that back wall. And I think it'll just make a lot more sense. And then of course, we're going to redo the flooring. We're going to switch out the floors. We're going to be putting in the wood look tile floors, and we're actually going to do that throughout the entire house. And we're also going to paint the walls like a neutral color. So I'm thinking maybe a light gray. And so that will bring the kitchen up to where we want it to be. It'll be a little bit more functional, more usable, a lot more space. We're a family of 6 and we just need the space, and it will be a little bit more modern as well. So on this side, you can kind of see where we did the majority of the renovation, and I'll get into that space in a minute. But this is the other side of the kitchen. Obviously, this little it's a cabinet. It has some drawers and some storage underneath. That will not be there because what we're going to do is, initially I wanted the refrigerator on this wall, but for a couple of reasons I decided to put it over here. Now, one of the main reasons why I don't have it on this wall is because we really couldn't put the refrigerator there before the renovation. We would have needed to knock out the cabinets and really reconfigure this area for the refrigerator to fit. And because the renovation project is on hold right now, the fridge just didn't fit there, and I didn't want it in that room. So we decided to go ahead and put it here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the refrigerator over, and then we're going to build a cabinet on this wall to kind of hide that utility box. And then inside the cabinet, I'll be able to put my broom and my vacuum kind of as storage. So that's the plan for that. And then this is our pantry. So I'm going to tell you guys, initially when we started the renovation project, if you guys saw that video, this was a wall. So the kitchen pretty much ended right here. And then this was a separate room. Back in the day, it used to be a laundry room, which didn't make a lot of sense. It was so annoying because I had to actually go outside the house and enter through this door to get to the laundry room. When it stopped being a laundry room, we had it as a storage room, and it just really got out of hand. And then when we cleaned up the storage room, it was just a room that was being underused, and we figured we need more space in our house. We needed a bigger kitchen. And so we figured we'd take down this wall and extend the kitchen out so that we could have this room be more usable. So that's exactly what we did. This was the main part of the renovation. This was the part that we really needed to get done first so that we could utilize this room and then start with the rest of the kitchen. So I'm really happy that we were able to get this done. So initially, when we extended into this room, into the kitchen, what I wanted at first was I wanted to extend the kitchen out and put more cabinets and more countertops above and below, and then have open shelving over here for more pantry staples. And so it would basically be like a walk-in butler's pantry in a sense. That's what the look that we were going for. But when we decided to put the project on hold so that we could get a hold of our budget and kind of make some decisions financially, I decided to put the dining room table in here. Now, going back to the main area, this was where our dining room table was. This is a little dining area that we kind of made because we don't have an official dining room. Moving the table has opened up this area so much and given us so much more room. Now the living room and the entry area feels so much more open and so much more airy. And so putting the dining room here has given us an actual official dining room, and I have fallen in love. This space is so amazing for our family. Obviously, the table's too small. I got that table because it was the only size that would fit in the space that we had it in previously. So we're looking at getting a bigger table that seats our entire family so we can have family dinners here and we can celebrate different occasions here and special holidays. So that's the next step, is to find a bigger table. But I am loving this dining room. I love having a dining room, and then all the extra space I have that I'm able to store other kitchen items. So the kids use this pretty much every day to do schoolwork, snacks, dinners, breakfast. I love, love, love this space. It's not big, but it's the perfect little space for us, and it has given us so much more room. So the pantry, it's not a big pantry. I've made it work. Obviously, we're a family of 6, so I tend to buy a lot of food. I like to have enough food on hand for the kids. So because we have this space now, I'll be able to utilize some storage items to store pantry overflow items. As you saw where I'm storing all my extra food stock things and pantry items. We'll be able, once we finish the kitchen remodel, to figure out how to configure this space a little bit better with the dining room table in it so that I can have extra room for extra pantry items, because we'll have more cabinets inside the kitchen to put all our dishes and glasses and things like that. So we'll be able to free up the space that I'm using for those items to put more pantry items, if that makes sense. So this is that area. There was a window in the wall. We moved the window when we opened up the wall in the area, and we put the window right there, which makes so much more sense. Brings in a lot of extra light. And instead of getting rid of the window, we reused it, we recycled it, and it just looks really, really nice right there. Right here is the pass-through. We're redoing the floors again. So for now, just to make it look a little bit better, cohesive, and not so undone and unfinished, I have some mats down to kind of bring the two spaces together. But yeah, eventually the flooring will be done all throughout the house. And then I have some extra cabinets in here, extra storage space, the trash can, just a lot of extra room for us. And it feels so nice. We don't feel so cramped anymore. So this room, we're going to sand it down and obviously repaint. When we repaint the whole house, most likely a light gray. We did the ceiling already. We put in the can lighting. That's the idea for the entire house. We're going to be putting in the recessed canned lighting. I did add a few decorative items in here just to see how the room will look once it's finished, and then also just to have a place to put some of my overflow decor items that I had to move around to fit other things. Over here, I repurposed this basket. I'll be using this for now until we obviously finish the remodel. Then I'll figure out what we want to do and how we want to store our potatoes and onions and all these other vegetables. But for now, this works, and I love that. And I've had this for years, and it stores a bunch of random items. I used to have it where I'm storing my food stock items right now, but it just goes so well in here. And then our dining table. Love, 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 love having a dining room. And I cannot wait to get a bigger table. So we're thinking of getting a table with a bench, so we can put the bench up on this wall and push the table over a little bit and have even more walk space. But love having a table, love having a dining room. It's amazing. And then we have the door that we can access the garage. And then I just bought this storage situation to store like extra kitchen things, Tupperware things, just extra things that were taking up a lot of space in other areas now can be stored in here. And I even have like empty bins, which is amazing. And then I have my spin mop over here. It just fits here, but eventually when we do the cabinet that's next to the refrigerator, if it's big enough, the mop will go in that area as well. So once we get more cabinet space, we'll obviously figure out what we want to do with these two pieces of kitchen furniture, and we'll repurpose those around our house or even put them in the dining room to store extra overflow items. So I think I covered pretty much everything that we plan to do with the kitchen and the entire house. Obviously, new flooring, new paint, new ceilings. And we also have another project that we're trying to incorporate within the remodel just to get everything done at once, where we plan to extend our bedroom out and create a walk-in closet. And then we also want to extend our son's bedroom and kind of remodel his bedroom so it's more functional as well. So those three things that we're planning to do, it's going to take a lot of money. Hopefully not too much time will be spent on the projects. As soon as we get our budget together, we'll be able to start those three projects. But first the kitchen, and then obviously I'll keep you guys updated and let you know how that project is coming along. But for now, I just wanted to share with you our plans and what we've done so far. Anyway, I think I covered everything. If you guys watch, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.